Now, before we go further, let's stand up wherever you are for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Now, I would like to say thank you for taking time to join us today as we talk about career opportunities in plumbing. Your active participation is important throughout the session. Right now, I would like to request everyone, please be on mute to avoid background noise that may distract others from listening to the webinars. Throughout the presentation, you can enter your questions and comments during the question and answer sessions, and our team member will ask those questions to our presenter or speaker. Now let's move on. I would like to over to our NEC member S. Virappan from Chennai. He will sharing the opening remarks.
Good evening to everyone. I'm audible, Santosh?
Yeah.
Good evening to everyone, and particularly the students after going to the college, attending this session between 5 to 6, maybe, while traveling itself, people may attend to this seminar, interesting seminar on career opportunities. And before I go, I want to mention about two quotes. One from Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi ji. Plumbing and sanitation is more important than independence. I have added the word plumbing, rather he said only sanitation, but I added the word plumbing and sanitation is more important. Right now you have seen the introduction, speech by WPD chairman, wherein the plumbing protects the health of the nation. With these two quotes, I want to just welcome all NEB board members, NEC members, and all the members, other members of Indian Plumbing Association, and today eminent speaker, Mr. Sunil sir from Wagh Engineering College. Sir, and we would like to listen a lot from you. Hope you have done a lot of homework. I heard that you have done a lot of homework in, taking this topic of career opportunities. If students, please listen very carefully. See, even before convey to you that plumbing is more important subject in the part of civil and mechanical engineering is concerned. See, people worry about this plumbing. Why to take plumbing? See, normally a plumbing is a field wherein we need to, even an electrical engineer or computer science has to learn about plumbing, because if you take your own house where you are staying, you should know about plumbing, at least basic knowledge about plumbing. Though it is mainly, important for civil or mechanical engineering, I want everyone to understand the basics of plumbing since it is coming from your own house. One more data which I want to tell you is plumbing cost 5% of the total building structure, but the problem is the plumbing is giving us 95% of the problem is only due to plumbing. So with this data, what I'm giving, only one simple data I've given. 5% is your cost, but the trouble it is giving is 95% due to different reasons. Because all engineers coming out of the college, they want to go to, IT field. There's, so many other fields except civil field. Civil, again, they want to go for structural engineering, transportation engineering, highway. Why not public health engineering field? Public health engineering field, when I say it is a plumbing field. So plumbing every day, it's becoming day by day, it's becoming very important. See, in our Indian plumbing old chapter, Mr. Milan Chand, who is a student convener, has taken this initiative and taken the total burden. In fact, I'm only slightly supporting him in forming this chapter. See, this chapter, student chapter, is not easy to form the student chapter. He has taken the entire thing on his head, and it is conveying conveying this message to all the colleges through us. So students, please understand the importance of plumbing. Even today, out of the total India, 5960 participants are participating. It doesn't, we don't mind about even 10 participants, 10 students participating. But the takeaway, when they listen and go away from this speech, I want at least 5% of the students are taking the messages. And if they are taking these messages, it will be very clear, and IPA is succeeding on that. Because so many stalwarts are doing this initiative. In fact, we have come, students, one more point which I want to tell you is, we have come out with the students membership 0, because no fees will be getting, we are going to get it from the students. It is only the institution to become the membership. So I request, urge here to all my NEC members and the members who are watching to see that most of the chapters, most of the colleges have become the IPA, that is Indian Plumbing Association membership. So I request all the NEC members to take a note of this and do the needful. With this small introduction, and before I even conclude, one more point which I want to add is career opportunities for the plumbing. So many things are there. When you come, residential building, commercial buildings, IT buildings, airports, wherever you go, there's a plumbing in charge. Plumbing is sense public health engineering. So having said all these points, students, you have to take a call now. Please understand, this is very, very important. Listen to next to 45 to 1 hour from Dr. Sunil Kute, Sunil Dean from this Nazi College. So sir, welcome sir, particularly in fact more formal Santosh will be able to give you, and we heartily welcome you and wish you good luck sir for this event. So please Santosh, take over and move forward. And thanks Milanji for giving an opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for sharing the valuable remarks. Now I'm going to play the sponsorial video. And
KPT, Flow Infinite. Modernization is an indispensable aspect for any society to thrive, grow, and develop. Rapid urbanization requires robust infrastructure development and building construction. Every industrial and commercial construction requires a non-corrosive and eco-friendly advanced plastic piping system. Here comes KPT Piping Systems Private Limited, an ISO 9001-2015 and ISO 14001-2015 certified company with the advanced European technology PPR piping system. Operational since 2008, KPT is India's #1 industrial PPR piping solutions provider. A leader in polypropylene random copolymer piping systems, PPR Piping System has a state-of-the-art multi-specialty piping manufacturing facility and uses non-toxic food-grade highly strength fusion weldable raw material for the production of its piping systems. To ensure world-class quality, KPT brings to you a piping system made with R200P PPR raw material, 100% Hyoseong from the Republic of South Korea. PPR pipes are eco-friendly and 100% food-grade material and resistant to most of the chemicals. PPR piping system is now widely used in the fields of drinking water, compressed air, cooling towers, firefighting, acids, RO, DM, ETP water applications, offering a longer lifespan of 50 years. With world-class PPR raw material and state-of-the-art production facility, KPT has successfully completed 2,500 plus complex projects for various industrial, commercial and government organizations. Our piping system is now running for most critical applications like data centers, injection molding factories and chillers all over India. Our product ranges: pneumatopipes for compressed air, green therm for water applications, thermoplast for firefighting system. KPT's manufacturing facility, lab, infrastructure, etc. KPT has a full-fledged and fully automated manufacturing facility with a capacity to produce 15 metric ton pipes per day. The unit has a fully equipped lab for material testing and quality assurance. The company adopts a stringent quality control process to ensure our customers get only the best anytime and every time. Our achievements: winner of India 5000 Best MSME Award for outstanding contribution in quality and excellence in the realm of customer satisfaction. Pride of Bharat for the year 2021 for the most trusted pipes manufacturer and suppliers of the year. Our esteemed members: FIEO, Federation of Indian Export Organizations; CII, the Confederation of Indian Industry; EEPC, Engineering Export Promotion Council. We believe innovation and quality are the key to deliver world-class products. For over 13 years, we are working to deliver excellence to all our stakeholders. KPT, Flow Infinite.
So now this year, apart from student webinars, we also held regional webinar from 2nd March to 10th March in 8 different languages like Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Gujarati, Bengali, and Hindi. On 11th March, we celebrated World Plumbing Day and conducted the national webinar. You can see these recorded webinars on our IPA website in virtual technical sessions. Now, our social media contest is still going on till 17th March. Hurry up, you have not lost your chance now. You can participate in this contest. You can share your experience and case studies on these topics: reuse of water from RD reject, fixing leaks, reduce water footprint, other innovations, daily chores in kitchen and bathroom. You can share your experience and the top 3 will win the cash rewards. For more information, you can also visit our social pages: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. You can submit your case studies as on acep@indianplumbing.org as your entry. Now you have the 4 social medium to share your case studies. Now I'm gonna introduce Dr. Sunil Kute, as we have a very knowledgeable person as today's speaker. So Dr. Sunil Kute is a distinguished alumni of DIPS Pilani, is Dean Academics at Wagh Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nasik. He has an experience of teaching, research, testing, consultancy, and administration for over a period of 28 years. He possesses the title of professional engineer bestowed on him by Engineering Council of India. As chairman, Board of Studies in Civil Engineering of Savitribai Phule, Pune University. He was instrumental to start the plumbing engineering as a course in UG curriculum. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Sunil Kute. Please welcome.
Is my screen visible, Santosh? Hello?
It's visible, sir. It's visible.
Okay, okay.
It's visible, sir. Only thing you have to make
Sir,
it bigger.
you have to just make it full screen.
Full screen.
Is it not now full screen?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Because at my end, I'm seeing full screen. Okay, I will stop and once again put it on the full screen mode. Let me check once again. Just a minute. Is it in full screen mode now?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sri Milind Shete, Chairman IPN Nasik Center. Sri S. Virappan. Somnath, I can see so many known faces here in the August gathering of this online webinar. Sri Somnath Shisagar, Dr. Shilpa Kute, I can locate her from Mumbai. And there are so many my IT and dynamic students. I can see Kiran Deve, Pallavi, Sanjay, Sanyogita Patil, Ayush Movankar, Sunita Kannor, Rucha, Vikas Gotekar, Rucha Munda, and so many. So it's so nice to see this student community attending this lecture, that to 5:30. Let me be very frank with you all that in regular lectures are going on, colleges are going on now in the offline mode, and students were a whole day busy in attending the colleges, and still after 5:30 they are attending this webinar, where a typically conventional way of colleges, we tell their attendance is compulsory. So when there is no such compulsion for attendance, and still I can say so many my student friends and my senior colleagues in IPA attending this webinar, I welcome you all here in this webinar, which is focused on the topic of career opportunities in plumbing. It's indeed a great pleasure of mine to be amongst you all today, this evening. And at an outset, let me congratulate Indian Plumbing Association for organizing this series of lectures for the student community in this week. And I am equally happy and wish you all a great, happy International Plumbing Day, which is celebrated worldwide on 11th of March. And from that day, IPA has organized this series of lectures for benefit of students. And I'm fortunate enough today to be a part of this series and to talk to you, share something about career opportunities with my student friends. This entire presentation, which I have planned here, will be in these four parts. I will be taking a very good glance at the professional education in India. Can you unmute Santosh, all participants? Yeah. In first part, I will be just talking on glance at professional education in India. And then I will just elaborate what is the scope of plumbing engineering, because from students' point of view, this area is required to be explored. And then at the end part, what are the career opportunities in plumbing, and what is the way ahead, in which direction we should go. So these are my four parts. The entire presentation is based on these four parts. And I am hopeful that at the end of this session, the takeaway of this session will be that you will be able to explore what are the different career opportunities in plumbing. And I'm sure that even 10% of today's audience, they decide today to make a career in this field. I would think the efforts of IPA will be definitely successful to organize this webinar series for the students. Moving ahead, as you know that in India, we have number of different kinds of systems, layers in higher education, that we have central universities, state university, deemed universities, private universities. We have some institutes under state legislature, and some institutes of national importance like IIMs, IITs, NITs, IITs, these IIMs, AIMS, ISAs. We have in general total 52,000 plus colleges catering the needs of higher education. And throughout this, the professional technical institutes are about 10,000 plus, with the total intake of 32 lakhs. So we are producing 32 lakhs engineers per year in India. This is done through the help of faculties. This I'm putting intentionally to know that the quantum, the potential of India to produce the engineers, and how many students out of these they are placed. As I told, that 32,000 plus is the total intake, but placement of all the students is hardly 23%. This is something a very alarming situation for all of our engineers, that where the things are going wrong and what should be our direction of thought process, where we are lagging behind, and what makes us to explore the different fields to enhance this placement. Are there some areas which are not which are not explored, and are our students then victim of only conventional paths, by virtue of which there is a saturation, and we have now become stagnant at 23% only. These are some of the concerns to show all these things to you, to think in a different direction. And that what is that different direction, and that is the topic of my today's lecture, that plumbing engineering is one of such unexplored areas which we should go for. We know that the population of the world is increasing, ever increasing. You can see this entire total graph, that every decade, every span of time, it is now increasing and increasing. And now, as on date, we are more than 8,000 plus million on Earth. India is also no exception to this thing. In India, we are now more than 130 crore, and all the entire this population, you will be astonished to note that 1 in 6 people on this earth does not have the access to clean drinking water as on date. So population is increasing, and we are now facing acute problem of drinking water, clean, potable drinking water. Even in India, India has only 16% of world's population, but only 4% of its they are getting fresh water. So the plumbing has a great role, significant role to play in this entire scenario. You can see that the scope for this entire population to cater their needs through the supply of clean drinking water can be facilitated only through plumbing engineering, through plumbing systems. And that provides a great scope for India to look at plumbing with some different perspective. You know that so many different industries and ministries, they are focused on water aspect. In India itself, there are a number of six, almost at least six industries and sorry, the ministries, they are focusing on water aspect only. Let it be water resources ministry or food ministry, environment ministry, rural development or urban development, and agriculture ministry. All these different ministries, they are associated with water. Plumbing is also associated with water. So in a country like India, there are six different portfolios, they are handling water, and subsequently plumbing, touching the plumbing engineering. We have a great scope of plumbing in India. You know that another very interesting thing all of you would like to know, that the potential working age here in India is in the range of 20 to 59. Of a total Indian population in India, what 130 crore, you know, that over 76 crore of this total population of 130 crore. So out of 130, 76 crore people, population in India, they are in the range of potential working age. And in 2021, the average Indian person will be having the average age less than 30 years. It is just 28 years. So if you compare this age group in the world, that US is having its average age, China and US, they are having average age as a nation 37. Europe, West Europe is having average age 45 years, and Japan is having average age of 48 years. On this background, on this canvas worldwide, if you see that India is the youngest country, country of youth, country of young people, and these young people, they are having a good scope till 2030. So next, this entire decade is full of opportunities, full of good career options for Indian youth, and there where we are all are concerned. What more, another aspect is very important, that because we have a large, huge population of 130 crore, you can see that there is little saturation in our country. In this world map, which you are seeing, that what is the population that is surplus population in India. India, you can see it is 47% surplus population. So this indicates which surplus population? Of potential career age group. So 47% of Indian population of youth, they can find the opportunities worldwide. All the things which you are seeing here minus, in US it is minus 47, minus 17. So there are 17% opportunities for Indian youth. This, let it be France minus 3, Spain minus 3, Germany minus 3, UK minus 2, Russia minus 6, Japan minus 9. These are the potential countries where Indian youth can go and have explore the job opportunities. So not only in India, but outside in the entire world, these are the countries where there is good scope for what? For job opportunities. And Indian youth should now explore the national as well as international opportunities worldwide. In fifth plan, in 12th fifth plan, which had the span of 12 to 17, we were having less than 5% population exposed to vocational education. As against South Korea, they impart vocational education to 96% of their population, where that Germany is 75, USA is 52, and we have only less than 5% population exposed to vocational education. So can we now think include plumbing as one of our vocational education subjects where we had good opportunities for the job? You can see now the civil engineering or infrastructure industry is ranked second in India after agriculture. We know that India is a country of agriculture, being top at country level, but second comes civil engineering. And this civil engineering has a very significant contribution in Indian economy as well as in Indian growth also. So in 2019, our share of civil engineering industry was to the tune of 2.7 trillion, or in Indian rupees, it was 2.7 lakh crore. This is the huge share of civil engineering. We all should be proud of civil engineering for contributing such a big share in Indian economy with the growth rate of 5.6%. And we are now planning to spend over 105 trillion on infrastructure in next 5 years. If you listen to Indian budget, which was presented last month in Parliament, we are now trying to expand this field of civil engineering to the tune of 105 trillion on infrastructure only. So there is a huge opportunity, good opportunity for all civil engineering students here. And you know that in civil engineering, can you think of any single building without plumbing? So this entire economy, which is dedicated to civil engineering infrastructure, that is having building sector by and large a very huge contribution, where you cannot think of this sector without plumbing. So there are good opportunities for civil engineering students in plumbing curriculum and from that plumbing engineering. And that from that point of view, we all people in education field, we are now introducing plumbing education in our curriculum. Being chairman board of studies in Savitribai Phule Pune University in Maharashtra, I could get the opportunity to start this plumbing engineering as one of the UG subjects for full-fledged 100 marks. This we have started in Pune University. But over and above that, if you look at the SDG, that stands for Sustainable Development Goals, which are declared by United Nations, we have tried to incorporate the Sustainable Development Goals. We have tried to map these Sustainable Development Goals with a plumbing engineering syllabus, and that has enhanced the opportunities, career opportunities for the students. Very recently in 2020, Government of India has declared the National Education Policy 2020, in which I will be taking the brief glance at that aspect also, that they have provided good scope for plumbing. How that also we'll see one by one. In September 2015, General Assembly of United Nations, they have declared 17 sustainable development goals. Out of those 17 sustainable development goals, at least 7 are directly or indirectly they are related with plumbing. Now, for example, you can see here that Sustainable Development Goal 3, which talks about good health and well-being. Can you think that without plumbing, the good health and well-being is possible? Huh? No, not at all. When you think there is a fault, there is a leakage in plumbing system, and all the impurities are being carried out with the drinking water, and what will be the condition of the city, town, district, state if there is no good plumbing systems? So good health is related directly with plumbing. The Sustainable Development Goal 6 is talking about the clean water and sanitation, directly related with plumbing once again. The Sustainable Development Goal 8 is talking about decent work and economic growth. Economic growth is not possible without good health. A country of diseases cannot contribute to economic growth. So if we continue with this, the Sustainable Development Goal 9, which talks about the resilient infrastructure and sustainable industrialization and the innovation, all these sustainable industrialization is possible only with effective and efficient use of water resources. And then comes again the role of plumbing here in the picture. The Sustainable Development Goal talks about 11 talks about the cities, settlements, safe and sustainable. These are the keywords in this goal. And again, cities, settlements, safe and sustainable, these are nothing but the keywords of plumbing engineering. Sustainable Development Goal 13 is talking about the climate action, where plumbing has a very significant role to play. Along with the Sustainable Development Goal 15 is life on land. Can you think life on land without plumbing? Let there not be the water in your tap for a couple of days due to faulty plumbing systems. Think of the life for a couple of days. So United Nations, while publishing 17 goals, have given a worth consideration to plumbing engineering directly or indirectly. This is not only case with this, but in academics also, if you see that there's a Washington Accord by virtue of which India has accepted the outcome-based education in this Washington Accord. And now we all engineering college students, they are hereafter, it is mandatory for all the institutes to impart outcome-based education. And NBA, which is a supreme body to accredit the Indian colleges, that represents NBA represents India in this Washington Accord. And Indian engineering graduates, their degree will be now recognized in 21 countries. So if you want to make career in India, by default, you are Indian citizens, you are welcome. But your degree by means of this NBA and Washington Accord and OBE, outcome-based education, your qualifications will be recognized in 21 countries of the world. So if you want to do the career in plumbing engineering hereafter, you now can explore the international opportunities also. That is what the meaning. Plumbing engineering is now open for all of you abroad also, not only in India. Coming to National Education Policy 2020, which I referred just now, that is implemented, that was approved by Cabinet, Union Cabinet of India on 29th July 2020. This policy aims to transfer India's education system by 2040. So next couple of decades will be dedicated to some new changes in education system. And that is focused on how to make India a global knowledge hub, knowledge superpower. And with this aim, when we are now marching ahead to implement the national education policy here in India, now you all students, the doors will be open for the opportunities in the field of plumbing education. Because you see, like sustainable development goals, in new education policy also, we have number of different aspects, points which are directly related with plumbing engineering. To highlight some of them, that 9.1 aspect of the policy says sustainable livelihood and economic development. Here, plumbing plays very important role. Set of skills and values will be incorporated. So skills, again, plumbing is related. Knowledge creation and innovation, growing national economy. Without efficient use of water resources, we cannot achieve the national economy. We cannot grow there. So here, once again, you have to correlate the plumbing once again with this point. Then holistic and multidisciplinary education approach. As Veerapan said in his introduction, open welcome speech, that plumbing is not only related with civil engineering, it can be clubbed with mechanical engineering also. And today I am going to explore the other aspects by virtue of which electronics engineering students, mechanical engineering students, not only that, but this computer engineering students, they have a good career opportunity in plumbing. So it's not only civil engineering business now, but it is multidisciplinary. How that I will talk on that in my third part of this lecture. And then fourth industrial revolution is happening in country where we want to go for multidisciplinary education. Plumbing will provide a good scope for different disciplines of engineering. Community engagement and service and environmental engineering education is mentioned in national education policy. We have a good scope. Plumbing engineering have a good scope in community engagement, service, and environmental education. This policy talks about the climate change, waste management, sanitation, sustainable development. All these terms, we cannot think of these terms without plumbing engineering. The policy talks about alignment with the sustainable development goals. And just now we discussed that there is a direct relation of sustainable development goals with the plumbing. So all these things are mapped with each other. All these things, national education policy and sustainable development goals, they are clubbed together. So national education policy talks about India, sustainable development goals talks about the world thing, and world and India. Now they have mapped their entire thing focused on good scope for plumbing engineering. So all these points in national education policies which are mentioned here, that clean drinking water and sanitation, healthcare, well-qualified manpower, closer collaborations between industry and higher education, innovation and research. None of these keywords are aloof from plumbing engineering. You can see here. And that's what another expectation of AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education, emphasizes. They say that any discipline of engineering, let it be civil, mechanical, computers, IT, any discipline, we have these 12 program outcomes. And these 12 program outcomes, they are classified into two categories. 6 of them, they are technical outcomes, and another 7, 5 of them, they are technical outcomes, and another 7, you can see they are professional outcomes. Professional outcomes talks about environment and sustainability. They talk about the project management and finance, then ethics, individual and teamwork. So all these, again, they are related directly or indirectly with plumbing. So all such aspects of this national education policy, they promote, they link, they map with plumbing engineering. And research and innovation investment in India is just 0.69% of GDP. You can see in America or South Korea, this percentage is as high as 4.3 in South Korea and 2.8 in USA, as compared to in India with only 0.69%. So here in this field also, we have a good scope for future R&D in the field of plumbing engineering. Plumbing engineering will not only provide the career opportunity for service sector, but in R&D sector also, we can apply plumbing is a great scope for plumbing at national as well as at international level. Am I audible?
You're audible, sir. It was a small break, I suppose. There was
I got the
something
message.
breaking for
Uh,
a few
I
seconds.
got the message of unstable connection, but I hope now it's okay, streamlined again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with this entire thing, we witnessed what is the scope of plumbing engineering at national as well as at international level. National level through our national education policy and professional education in India, and at international level with sustainable development goals mapped with plumbing engineering. So with all these things, let us now explore what are the career opportunities in plumbing engineering. And this is the main part of my today's presentation. And I'm sure all these engineering college students might be belonging to civil engineering, computer engineering, mechanical engineering, or IT, or ENTC, they will find some unconventional, unexplored component for their career in plumbing engineering. We can see that we have different types of structures like a residential building, commercial building, industrial buildings, IT buildings, government buildings, hotels, for that sake, educational complexes, multiplex, and shopping malls. These are the different types of the structures in and around us. In day-to-day life, we witness all these different types of buildings here in our life since morning to evening. Can you think that any of these buildings without plumbing system? Is it possible? Even in villages, each and every, even at hamlets, each and every house is now provided with the tap water system. We are trying to develop that, and plumbing is playing very significant role there. But particularly in urban areas, all these types of buildings, to me, they are not buildings. To me, these much are the career opportunities for our students. These are the opportunities for plumbing engineering. Each and every type of building is providing certain opportunity to all of us. You can see in industries, the process of cooling tower, boiler, the scrubber, cooking area, kitchen, toilet. These are the components in industries where we have plumbing. In hotels, let it be guest room or cooling tower or food outlet or kitchen or laundry services or hot water supply, boiler or swimming pool. You cannot think all these units in hotels without proper plumbing. Let it be the tertiary institution or prison or military or defense installation. There also we have scope of plumbing engineering. Hospitals is a good scope for plumbing engineering. The construction sites and concrete batching plants, we cannot think of the aspects without plumbing, or even sports or recreational facilities or tourist attraction. There will be cooling towers, there will be some washing area, toilet, food outlets, irrigation, swimming pool. All these different aspects, they are once again vouching for a good career opportunities in plumbing engineering. So these are not only industries, these are not only units, but these are the opportunities which I would like to highlight through this list. We have different aspects through which the services to all these different sectors, all these different sectors, they will need plumbing engineering, plumbing engineers, and all these services All these needs can be catered by different positions in career as career options in plumbing engineering. You can see we can have we can start our own consultancy as green building consultants. We can open our consultancy in project management teams. We can even, some of our entrepreneurs can think of becoming manufacturers in field of different plumbing engineering components. We can act as water experts. We can go for design consultants. We can go for sales. Those who are interested in field implementation, they can go for supervision. Some of the girls may think, no, no, I will prefer office job. Yeah, administration is there. And MEP consultant, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, they nowadays go hand in hand at many sites. So as a MEP consultant, you can find. So plumbing is such a wonderful activity that explores so many different aspects of career options. It is not only field related. Let it be office, let it be field, let it be consultancy, let it be manufacturing unit, let it be MEP consultant, supervision, sales for that sake. Yeah, you can find good career opportunities. So it's not that we have only limited option. I am interested in consultancy. Yeah, there are options. I'm interested in sales. Yes, plumbing has that potential. I'm interested in supervision. Yes, plumbing is there with you to help you. So you have multiple alternatives and choices in plumbing engineering. This we need to explore, and I am sure that you can find something out of all this entire list which is of your interest. What we need nowadays, you know that whole of the era is of high-rise buildings, and what they need, all these high-rise townships, they need customized configuration of plumbing. They need energy efficiency, they need low maintenance, long life, cost efficiency, and all these things will provide you another room for the consultancy. You can see now that if there is a job of customized configuration of entire project, high multi-story building, yeah, you have good scope here to cater the needs of this aspect. If there is a need of energy efficiency, you can go for that. So as a plumbing consultant, you can explore a number of areas here, and that is very helpful to all of you. We have some special tasks and operations and jobs in this the systems of multi-story building, high-rise structures. Airflow systems are required, where these are the specialized job. If you think in medical terms, if you want to cater the needs of MBBS doctor, yes, there is a scope for you. If you want to go for MD or MS, yes, specialized topics are also available. So those who want to become little on upper level of consultancy, specialized job, if you want, then you have some such kind of areas to explore in plumbing engineering, where you can go for stacked fluid mechanism in high-rise buildings with a number of different drainage options, dual pipe system with vent stack, or single pipe system with fully vented, or single pipe system partially vented, single stack with air admittance wall. These are some specialized areas where you have to play your significant role. Venting and air movement, hydraulic jump, trap seal depletion, stack pressure control. These are some of the areas in plumbing engineering which requires the experts in this area. So gone the think where the entire house G, or at the most G+1, was handed over to illiterate plumber. Now with all these sophisticated towers coming up and big townships coming up, we cannot rely upon illiterate plumber. So we need plumbing as not a job of skills, but it is a job of full-fledged knowledge. It is job of engineering, and it is a job of expert. And from that point of view, now you will find that the dimensions of plumbing engineering are very vast. This canvas is very vast, and you have at every level. If you are a diploma holder, yeah, supervision job is there. If you are BE or MTech, yes, you have consultancy scope, or you can have this expert some specialized scope there in plumbing. There are certain career opportunities in various areas of plumbing. Plumbing is directly related in various areas like effective dewatering, zero discharge campuses. Now, this is a new avenue for plumbing engineering, that we are focusing on zero with the day by day scarcity in water resources. We are now focused on zero discharge campuses. So let it be residential campus or industrial campus or educational campus. A new theme of circular economy, recycling, reuse, reduce. So all these concepts of circular economy, they are directly handled by effective plumbing solutions only. And that's why we can become consultants in circular economy by catering the needs of all these different areas. Underground pipe systems, I will at the end of my this part, I will explore some underground piping systems, not only in residential areas, but in agriculture area also. We have scope to attain this aspect. Rainwater harvesting system is a need of the time, and in many metro cities nowadays, your house plan cannot be approved if it is not having rainwater harvesting system. So for each and every house hereafter in the future, particularly in some of the cities, they have put the ceiling limit of square feet area. If you have 500 meter square and above, you need to install this plant. So from where people will get these rainwater harvesting engineers? This is nothing but our career option. So each and every house in future will have to install their own rainwater harvesting system. So there is a good scope, and there is a great need of engineers who will handle this aspect. Water conservation measures, improved irrigation and agricultural system. Plumbing cannot be only thought in the context of residential building and only in the context of hotels and urban areas. In rural areas also, irrigation and agricultural systems, they have to tackle the issues of sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation, water supply, pipelines, and all those things. Where once again, if you belong to a rural area, then you can you can explore good career option in this aspect also. Efficient canal systems, leak detection and elimination systems, then heat pump, water heaters, CPVC plumbing systems. These are all are the areas where we have great scope to cater the needs of plumbing engineering in various areas. So I do not look at this as a list, but for me and for you also now by this time, that these are the career opportunities. These are the different fields. These are the different areas where we can go for various aspects of the plumbing knowledge and applications here. Sewage treatment plants, water metering, low flow fixtures, garden water supply schemes, swimming pool pinning designs, improved irrigation and agricultural systems. These are all things, the efficient canal system, leak detection, as I told you right now. All these are the things which we should explore. We should look at all these things from career point of view. There is one more specialized aspect in plumbing engineering, and I congratulate the Indian Plumbing Association, IPA, for starting the Green Pro certification. Green Pro certification essentially differentiates the green products from the competition. Life cycle approach is adopted in this Green Pro certification, through which product design, procurement of raw materials, manufacturing, use, disposal, and recycling through circular economy. These are the aspects of this green certification. Who will issue this certificate? Again, plumbing engineers have another area for consultancy through this entire thing. So we have to explore all these things here. As I mentioned earlier, that over and above this, R&D and advanced technology and its use in plumbing engineering are twofold aspects of career. One fold is we can do R&D, and another fold is we can apply the advanced technology in plumbing aspect. We can see the losses like this throughout the country. Can we stop this with the help of some advanced technology? And R&D has to play major role here. So those who want to pursue their PhD, those who want to pursue their career in R&D, they have good areas to explore in plumbing engineering, like building information modeling, BEAM, or the SCADA system, artificial neural network, fuzzy logic, genetic algorithm, decision support system for optimization, the site monitoring through web technology. These all are advanced technologies, and they have good applications, sound applications in plumbing engineering. I would request other than civil engineers to look as career opportunities in this field, because BEAM or SCADA are associated with computers as well as electronic system, artificial neural network, fuzzy logic, and genetic algorithm, even for that decision support system. All these are the things now really correlating, mapping computers, electronics with civil engineering. So plumbing is not the domain of civil engineers hereafter in future. Even computer engineers, even electronics engineers, even the IT engineers, they can enter and they can look at plumbing as a career option. So civil engineers even can acquire the expertise in these fields, and they can also become domain expert in this area. So plumbing is having multifaceted applications. You can see now these digital ecosystems are day by day developing. India is now fastly growing countries. Conventional monitoring of the site is now no more will be existing in future. Future is of virtual reality. Future is of augmented reality, and civil engineers along with computer engineers, IT engineers, electronics engineers, they can find very nice scope of career in plumbing engineering in the area of VR and AR. We know that the digital ecosystem can focus on robotics in plumbing also. There are so many incidences happening which we can avoid by use of robotics in plumbing engineering. So it is not only the domain of civil engineering. Now robotic engineer even can find the career option, career opportunity in plumbing engineering. So I now you can realize that scope is unlimited. You can see here all branches, they can explore the scope here in engineering. If you are in field of town planning, then again you can apply the aspects of your knowledge for efficient plumbing system through your town planning aspects. The slum rehabilitation cannot be thought of without the plumbing. We know population density in India in some of the cities is very, very high. Dharavi, it is 277,000 people. They are residing only in 1 kilometer square area. Can you think of this? How to supply the water to them, how to supply potable water, clean drinking water, easy, efficient plumbing, not important for these areas. From the slum rehabilitation, plumbing plays a very important role. And in India, we have a huge population. We are second in the world and soon going to become first. But that can we explore in terms of opportunity? Such a huge population means what? We cannot think of the population without water. We cannot think water without plumbing. And we cannot now hereafter in future think our career without plumbing. So all things are mapped with each other. The infra sector, which includes energy, water, transport, solid waste management, its modeling, again, plumbing will play a very important role. Rainwater harvesting in smart city, automation of taps in hotels and in all untapped locations, vertical farming and hydroponics sensor technology, surface and subsurface planning of city. Is it not related with plumbing? Can you think the sensor technology and its application in plumbing? It is a good scope of use of advanced technology. So for that sake, electronics engineer, they can find, robotics engineers, they can find the scope here. The hydroponics and vertical farming needs special type of plumbing connections, special type of flow adjustments, special types of velocity and pressure calculations. It's the job of plumbing engineering. So let it be smart city or town planning. Again, you can find, explore good opportunities of our career. So what I mean to say that in the area of R&D and advanced technology, let it be startups or computer engineers, or let it be field of artificial intelligence or data science or robotics or use of drones or use of sensors, or for that sake, academic projects, you have good application of advanced technology in plumbing area. I request all the engineers here, all the student members of IPS student chapters, can you think of taking, adopting, selecting, electing your final year project in the area of plumbing engineering? If it is so, then there's a good scope that in your academic project, you can apply your knowledge of artificial intelligence, data science, robotics, drones, sensors to complete your academic project, which will be further opening the another dimension of career options in this field of plumbing engineering. So robotics, automation, AI, data science, SCADA, all these the systems, they are not only related with the housing industry. You can find and explore good scope in field of agricultural engineering also. In agricultural engineering, there is a good scope for your piping systems, your pipe networks, pressure calculation, velocity calculation, head loss calculation, all these things from dam head to tail of canal, tail of your distributed system. You cannot think proper distribution of the water without plumbing connections, without pipeline systems. So here also you have good scope. I was referring to the underground systems where you have a root zone and optimum utilization of the water by supplying the water to root zone of the crops only. There also you have a good scope of web technology, sensor technology, solar technology, integrated with the civil engineering knowledge of plumbing engineering. So you go on exploring, and then you will find that this area, this plumbing has application in each and every sphere of the life, each and every dimension of the life. In agricultural engineering also, for the root zone depth of the plants and crops, we can have good application of technology too. And we know India is agricultural country. India first industry ranks agriculture, second is civil engineering, and fortunately let it be agriculture or let it be civil engineering, infrastructure engineering, we are connected with plumbing through these both areas, both these sectors. Through plumbing, we are connected. Plumbing is integrated part of agriculture as well as civil engineering. And fortunately, these are the two top leading sectors in India. Therefore, we have good scope for plumbing engineering here. In agricultural industry, we have different plumbing connections to sense the groundwater moisture, where again underground water supply scheme is governed by means of knowledge of plumbing engineering. So all these avenues, let it be in form of drip irrigation or sprinkler irrigation or micro irrigation systems, again we have great scope. Israel has explored it to the extent of more than 50% as on date now, and in India we have less than 40.45%. See, I am not highlighting the negative aspect that